Hey, so this is the second version of the multi-AI Google Sheets script that you can use to connect your OpenAI, Claude, Gemini, Groq Claude, Perplexity, Grok models right inside this Google Sheets. For example, if you see in the left hand side, I have some credential options for OpenAI, similarly for Claude, Gemini, Grok, Perplexity, and XAI Grok. For example, if you're only going to use the Claude API, then you just need the Claude API. If you're only going to use the Grok API, then you only need the Grok API. You just paste the API here and then you'll be ready to go. And for example, in this case, I'll be working in the sheet 1 and sheet 2. So I just have provide the details over here, and then the content, the AI content can be generated in those sheets. So first of all, I'll be going into this sheet 1, and you can see that I have a few terms and a prompt column, an output column. So let me write a prompt and then let's get the output using the AI model that we want. So I'll write the prompt something like write 50 words on, and I'll write A2. A2 means the global warming. And if you see, currently it says write 50 words on A2, and if I just drag it down till here, it will say like yeah, it will take the terms from here, and this is the dynamic prompt. Say in the future I added a new term, I just have to drag the prompt down and it will the prompt will be generated. Now that we have the prompt column and the output column, we have the sheet name. Let's set it. So sheet name section, I can just write sheet 1. Choose the AI engine that you want to use. In this case, I want to use the OpenAI. So I'll just select OpenAI. A start row. A start row, we have second. We want to start processing from the row number 2, and we want to process till the row number 8. So I'll just write 2 to 8 prompt columns. So in this case, we have only one prompt column and only one output column. The prompt column is B, so I'll just write B, and the output column is C. So I'll just write C. And you'll have to check this box. So now it's ready. I just come here, and if I click on this process sheets, you can see that the output is being generated. Let me cancel it for now. And if you see, the GPT-4o is selected in the OpenAI, but you have other models. For example, if I want to use GPT-4o mini and OpenAI is selected, then that will be used. But in this case, let's use Claude 3.5 Haiku latest. I'll just select the Claude model here, and if now I click on this process sheets, now the output will be coming from the Claude model, if you see. Yes. And within like seconds, we have 50 words descriptions for these 7 or 8 terms. Similarly, now I'll be generating two columns of outputs for these terms. These are slightly different terms, and I'll write the first prompt similarly to the first prompt I wrote earlier. Write 50 words on, and I'll just say, sorry, I'll just say A2 in this case, and yeah, write 50 words on structural analysis, thermodynamics, robotics, and all. In the second prompt, I'll just say that uh, something like, yeah, let's say something like write a haiku on A2. Yeah, in this case, like write haiku on fluid mechanics. And so for the first prompt, I want the output here, and for the second prompt, I want the output here. So B, C, D, and E. Okay. Okay, and the sheet name is sheet 2 here. So I'll write sheet 2, and in this case I'll be using the OpenAI model. Okay, and we have the starting row from 2 till the row 8. So I'll just write 2 to 8. And if you see the prompt columns, the first prompt column is B, and the output I want for the B inside the C. But we have second prompt column, so write comma, and the second prompt column is D. If you see, the second prompt column is D, and for that I want the output inside column E. So I'll just write comma and then E. You see, for the B column, the output will be in the column C. For the column D, the output in the column E, if you understand. So in this, and I'll just check it. And now let's go to the sheet 2 and click on this process sheets. So hope it will start generating. Yes, if you see, the output is being generated. Let me make it like this. Yes, this is the haiku. If you see the output, let me actually do this. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, so we have the descriptions over here, 50-word descriptions, and then we have the haiku. And like everything was generated simultaneously. Like it was going row by row. Like for the first row, it created the first output, then the second output, then for the second row, first output, second output, and so on. And let's say I delete this output. I deleted this output only, and if I regenerate it, like only this deleted output will be generated. It will not touch where the output is already present. Similarly, like let's say I'm not working in the sheet 1 anymore, so I'll just uncheck it. So now it will not check the sheet 1. It will only check the sheet 2 for the outputs. For example, currently sheet 2 has all the outputs present already. So if I run it, it will just say that finished script and nothing will be regenerated because we have the outputs already. Similarly, like if I delete, like let's say I deleted this climate change, and if I want to process it, it will not process. Why? Because we don't have it checked. But if I check it and now process it, it will detect that it has an empty output and it will generate the output. So yes, this is how it works, and you can, this is a very simple example, but you can have multiple columns and use all those columns inside the prompt, and then you will have a very like robust output based on the data you have. So if you want to get the script, I'll put a link in the description. You can click on it and then get the script. But before that, I'll show you the script as well. Like for example, if I click on this extension app script section, then you can see the script. Yeah, this is the script. This is like fairly long. I think 300 lines or something. Like everything is taken care of. It has inbuilt error handling and everything. So yeah, you can click on the link, get the script, you can copy, you'll be provided this Google Sheets, and you can use it for any projects you want. For example, if I want to set up a new project, I can just make a copy of the current sheet and then I can use it for the entirely different project and it will work. You have to pay only once and then you can use it forever, like for any projects you want, any number of projects. You just need your API key and that's all, and it's a one time purchase. So if you want to get it, click on the link in the description, and that's it. I'll see you in the next video.